All right, I'm not going to do all of these. I'm just going to do some of them, and I don't know why some of them are numbered twice. So, like on that right side, we have 10 and 7. No idea. So, I just want to do a couple of them, and just to get you the idea. So, let's do, I don't know, let's do 2. So, remember for secant does not have an amplitude because they've got those weird parabola things. So, we kind of just leave that blank. Secant period is 2 pi over b. The b in front of the parentheses is just going to be 1, so this should be 2 pi. Horizontal shift, opposite sign of what's inside, will be pi over 2. Vertical shift is -3. We did this on like day 1 of this unit. That's it. That's all I'm going to have you guys do. So just as a reminder, because it's been a while, tangent and cotangent, their period is going to be pi over b. A little bit different because of those asymptotes. And tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant all have no amplitude. So little reminders to help you guys kind of navigate through this. So even if there is a number in front, like there is for like number, I guess 10 or 7, whatever number this is, even if there is a number in front, that there is no amplitude here, none. So just be aware of that situation. So we did secant. So let's do, I don't know, let's do this cotangent one. Why not? No amplitude. Period is 2 pi over b. The b is there. We're not writing it. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Oops. Period is going to be pi over b. I just made the mistake I don't want you guys to make. So there's b. B is 1. So period is going to be pi over 1 or just pi. My apologies. Your horizontal shift is going to be negative pi over 4. Opposite sign of what's inside. Then vertical shift will be -1. And if you see a number in front of the x or the variable, I think that the variable is all x here, like in number 12, make sure you factor it out, 12 or 8, whatever number this is. Make sure you factor it out. It comes up here, and then it comes up in number 3. Make sure you factor it out before you get your period and your horizontal shift, because your horizontal shift number will absolutely change. So why don't we, let's do 3. I'll leave this one for you guys. Amplitude, absolute value of that -5 is +5. That -5 just tells us to flip it. So before I get going on what the period is, I'm going to factor out that 2 so the x has nothing in front of it. When I factor out the 2, I am left with x minus pi over 2. If you're not sure if you did it right, multiply through again, and you should get what you started with. So my period, 2 pi over b, so 2 pi over 2, which is just pi. Horizontal shift, positive pi over 2, opposite sign of what's inside, and +1. Now, just note, if you don't take it out, if you don't take this 2 out first, you're going to tell me that the horizontal shift is pi and not pi over 2. So just be careful, and that's why we do that. So I'm going to leave the rest of these for you. For Tuesday's notes, we're going to get back into the note packet, but this is for you guys to practice with and work on and get better.